Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the second day of our Stress Less Holistic Health Challenge. Tonight, I'm going to teach you alternate nostril breathing. So thanks again for being here with me. I know there is an important presidential debate going on right now. I haven't watched any of it. I'm just not wanting to hear anything and just focus on you. So hopefully you can also take some time to focus on this, get ahead of your stress, right? So again, thanks for being here. And so I wanted to mention a few things before we get into the practice. First of all, I'm so happy that many of you are already getting results. I love to see your comments on here. It looks like the centering practice worked for you yesterday. A lot of you loved the massage. Some of you slept better last night. I love hearing all this. And that the breathing practice I introduced this morning worked well too. And I wanted to address, Susan had some great comments and questions about the 3-part breathing. And she was just saying that it took a while to really feel the breath in her belly. And that is normal if you're used to having shallow breathing. And she also mentioned that she's in her mind a lot. And I understand, I'm like that as well. And that's why alternate nostril breathing, I think, is really going to help those of us who have a tendency to be in our mind a lot. But anyway, it's a practice. These are all practices. And once you do them a few times, it will become easier. And usually the things that are challenging for us are the things we need to focus on. So if you're not getting your breath down into the belly, that's a sure sign that you have shallow breathing, and that's probably adding to your stress. But instead of focusing on making this work, just instead feel the belly and then gradually let it relax. And as it relaxes, as you let it hang out, because I know this is hard for many of us women, especially. I still hold my belly in. So it is a conscious effort to let it relax, let it be soft. There's nothing wrong with it being soft. We need the breath to move down. We need to feel grounded and settled. We need proper digestion, and that's all going to happen if we're using the diaphragm and our lungs fully. That is how the breath moves down. Okay, so if there are any other questions about that, let me know. And I think we are ready to move on to alternate nostril breathing. So this is also called Nadi Shodana. It's a yogic breath. Nadi is another name for the meridians or channels in the body. So synonymous to the channels in Chinese medicine that we use with acupuncture. I use with acupuncture. So in acupuncture, there's 12 main ones, a few extra ones. But in yoga, there's like thousands of nadis. So they don't focus on them as much as we do in Chinese medicine because there are so many. So in general, as you do yogic practices, you're opening up all of the nadis. So they just say you're doing it all as you're working with your breath and focusing your energy. So energy moves with posture, breath, and intention. So this is true in yoga. This is true in qigong, any energy practice, posture, breath, and intention. So our intention with this practice is to focus the mind. As you're doing it, you'll see that the mind needs to follow because you are switching up your hands. You're switching up the side of the nose that you're breathing in and out of. And this gives the mind something to do so that you're not distracted, which is really easy to do with a mindfulness meditation. And mindfulness, Vipassana meditation, is the style that I usually practice. Actually, Susanna Stoner, who's in this group, she and I learned that together, or really deepened our practice of it together at Insight Meditation Center years ago. Very fun experience to do it with her. And that is a very transformational practice. But after I had my son, I was so scattered. I could not Every time I tried to do a mindfulness meditation, my mind would wander. And of course, being with him and caring for him and even doing the basic thing, basic care for myself was more important. That's where my mind wanted to go. But I also knew that I needed to tame my restless mind and manage my stress as well. So I focused mostly on alternate nostril breathing and did that with a yoga practice in lieu of doing a mindfulness meditation. So it is enough. You don't need to be sitting still and stoic in a meditation posture for meditation to work. Breathing can be part of it. And I have a feeling that many of you are going to like this one. So you may want to have clean hands because you are going to be putting them on your face. You may want to blow your nose for this one. And if you are congested, you can be using Breathe essential oil, which I have some up here. I'll grab in a moment. So Breathe has peppermint in it and laurel. Many of the firs are also good for opening up the airways, but especially the mints. So I'm going to grab that really quick. Okay. Sorry, I didn't have this ready. So what else does it have in it? Yeah, laurel, eucalyptus and melaleuca. Lemon actually helps to break up mucus. Ravinsara and cardamom. These are all really good for respiratory health, for coughing, wheezing, actually snoring as well. But for this breathing exercise, you can put a drop if you'd like to incorporate essential oils. If you have any of these single oils, of course, you can use those instead. But you could put a drop in your hands and rub them together. You could also put a drop on your chest or do both. You could even just breathe from the bottle. But we're going to be using our right hand. So careful that you're not putting your fingers in your eyes. It's just on your nose here. Your left hand, and I know I'm probably not mirroring you here, but your left hand is on your knee. Your right hand comes up and you place the ring and pinky finger, both fingers, lightly on your left nostril. So don't press yet, you're just placing it lightly there. Your thumb is gently on the right nostril, and the other two fingers are up in between the eyebrows, or you can tuck them into your hand. If that's too distracting to have your fingers there near your eyes, just go ahead and tuck them in. And I'm going to keep mine, let's see. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep them up so I can focus because it does help you focus. And I'll show you from the side how this works. So I'll show you from the left side and then I'll show you from the right side. So first you're going to close your right nostril, open up the left and inhale. And then close the left and exhale out through the right. Inhale through the right, keeping it open. Close and exhale through the left. Let me show you on the other side now. Inhale through the left. Close and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close and exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close and exhale through the left. So go ahead and continue on your own, alternating, breathing through the left and right nostril. So each time we exhale out through the left, that's the end of a cycle. It starts again as you inhale there. And then you exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left, ending that cycle. So we're going to do several more here, and I'm going to keep talking as you do this. So ideally, you're still keeping the belly soft. So you're feeling the breath moving in the lower belly, still grounding you here. But we're also balancing left and right. So the left and right sides of the body where the nadis reside. Left and right hemisphere of the brain here. You're actively helping with any congestion you might have. I know some of you may be suffering from allergies right now, so this will help. So go ahead and keep doing this. I'm going to focus on talking to you as you continue, because it's a little too distracting for me to do it and talk. So a little more information about this that may be interesting for you is that there's three main nadis, three main channels in yoga. Even though I said there were thousands, there are three main ones that they focus on. The Sushumna, which is the central channel that we breathe along, and that is the channel where the chakras reside. So the 7 chakras. The nadis, Ida and Pingala, do a serpentine and intersect in between the chakras, these wheels of energy. And they serpentine like this. So if you're interested in the energetics and the chakras and everything, then which has to do with personal development as well, we can do something with that later. But just know that this breath helps with that because it is related to the Sushumna as well as the Ida and Pingala, which is what we're focusing on right now. The Ida is the left nostril. That's the channel that's at the left nostril. The Pingala is on the right. So the Ida is considered yin, Pingala is considered yang. And there's so much I could say here about this breath, but this is just enough information for you for this to be interesting and for it to be useful. So you can do this as long as you'd like. You can continue. I'm going to start finishing up here. Also wanted to mention that no, actually, I don't want to tell you that. I was going to tell you a bit more about the channels, but I really do think that's enough. If you want to learn more, go ahead and comment and I'll give you more information. So do this practice. Let me know how it goes. If you continue it tomorrow as well, please comment here. And it's really the comments that I'm looking at for our winners, for our prizes. So there were 5 of you who were really engaged here in the comments, who were saying that you were doing the practices. I just want to know that you're involved, that you're doing it and you're involved here with the group, and then you'll be in the running. And I put all the names in my name picker here on Google. And Carrie won tonight because she was very active yesterday and today. So she won the Rainbow Moonstone roller, and I'll be talking to her about that, and we'll see if she wants it empty or if she wants me to make a custom blend for her. So that's all I want to share tonight. Again, let me know if you have any questions. I don't see any comments. So I'm assuming the few of you who are on here are still practicing. Have a great rest of the evening, friends. Take care.